Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 1st, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I make moves from an empowered place. And we will start with a little rabbit, although some people believe it's white rabbit. So what that is I guess it's a superstition, but that's the first thing you want to say on the first of a month, and it brings luck. And I will tell you that I've always looked to rabbits to remind me that, things are okay. So let's start off this month of November, which brings our second eclipse season of 2021 with some rabbits. And some people say it's white rabbit, some people say it's rabbit, some people say it's 2, sometimes people say it's 3. Bring on the rabbits. Bring on the good. All right. So, as we are starting the month and a week, I want to do a brief week ahead overview. Oh my goodness, we definitely have some interesting things this week. We are building to a new moon. We have a new moon in Scorpio on Thursday. And as Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, and this is like dark moon energy, we will definitely be in a little bit of death process as we build to Thursday. And I think that really aligns, with the energies. So whether it's, what is it? I can't even think. I grew up Catholic, and I cannot even think of the Catholic holidays. But basically, the Days of the Dead. We are working through those right now, currently. It's a really good time to connect to those who have come before us. Our ancestors, our other lifetimes, all of the energies that have supported us in getting us here, and honor them. And at the same time, this is a really good week to recognize what you are ready to let go of, what in your life needs to die so that you can live. And again, make these moves from an empowered place. That is definitely key. So, building into this new moon energy, like I said, that's Thursday. Definitely some strong Uranus energy this week. So, watch for the super electrical vibes. Watch for being overstimulated. Take time to ground in. That always helps when we're dealing with strong Uranus and or Mercury energy. Actually, the new moon is intimately connected to Uranus. So watch for triggers also coming up that are ready to die, ready to be put to rest so that they don't, what's the right word? Disempower you, or they don't sabotage. None of these are really the words. Sink your ship or chaosify your energy. So watch for where you're ready to let those energies go. And if triggers do happen to come up, bless them, because again, it's such a good week for releasing these energies. On Friday, this is a good day to chill. It's the day after the new moon in Scorpio. And we're going to have Venus, Mercury, and the moon all shifting signs that day. That means we're going to have at one point 3 planets at that 0-degree energy, which makes things so wonky. Mercury shifting signs can feel a bit like a Mercury retrograde. Mercury will be moving to Sagittarius. We're coming out, means we're heading out of Mercury's shadow. Mercury's shadow ends this week, actually. Hooray for that. Does it end today? Let me see. Not quite yet. We're not quite there yet, but it's getting there. So we're leaving Mercury's shadow. Mercury will be changing signs, but we may feel a little of that retrograde energy. Venus will be moving out of Sagittarius and into Capricorn. Venus will be in Capricorn for roughly 4 months because Venus will be going through a retrograde process. So this week, building up to Friday, take time to have fun. Take time to expand. Take time to expand your pleasure. Don't go overboard, but do take time to do that because Venus in Capricorn is going to have some work for us. And then, the moon. The moon will be shifting out of Scorpio into Sagittarius. So holding that Sag vibe for us, thank goodness. We also have Venus this week running over the galactic center. So like I said, take some time to seed pleasure in your life this week. that will go far for us. Also, side note, daylight savings, we fall back. I always appreciate fall back a little bit more than leaping forward, although I'd rather it just stay the same. Anyway, we have fall back happening on the 7th. That is next Sunday, so do be aware of that. All right, so for today, we have the moon finishing up in Virgo, moving into Libra. That will not shift till 4 p.m. Pacific time, but you may find, like, you kick off the day like, and then, although, you know, who knows what all the sugar is doing for anybody who is enjoying Halloween indulgence. We have an interesting connection today. We have the Sun inconjunct Chiron. So the Sun in Scorpio. In this case, what I'm really feeling with the Sun in Scorpio, beyond empowerment, is empowering ourselves into where we need to place boundaries. And I love that Lilith turned this inconjunct into a yod. So we have Chiron in Aries connecting to Lilith and Ceres in Gemini. And Lilith reminds us, go your own way. And Lilith in Gemini is going to speak that up. And Ceres right there is like the mother energy, nurturing the part of you that is being encouraged to speak up. Now, Chiron feeding in. Chiron in Aries is helping us heal the areas where we are not true to ourselves, where we are not honoring who we are, where we are not taking empowered actions. So, Chiron helping us see these places that we have, where we've not been true to ourselves. And so, this is really beautiful. This is really beautiful energy. And the yod, it's focused on the Sun in Scorpio. So this is like the main lesson. So Scorpio, it is shifting away from victim mentality and into an empowered place. But part of that energy sometimes requires placing boundaries. So whether the boundaries are on ourselves, like I am not going to, fall for this energy that's not true to me anymore, or the boundaries outside, which I'm kind of feeling. I do have the projections card. It's like, it goes both ways, like I'm not going to take on these projections anymore. I'm not going to do this thing anymore. But that's what's important, that Sun in Scorpio. So be aware where you need to call your power back. Be aware where you need to set boundaries. And, God, I love this. And I love this for this week with our, death process. I mean, we have a lot to process coming out of these times that we've been in, right? Are we coming out of them? Yes. But we have a lot to process with this energy around death. And I feel this so often. I feel there is a really deep trigger around death that is connected to Atlantis. So if you feel that, let me know. I'm not going to go there today, but we have some deep work to do here. And one of the things that kept popping into my head is a quote by Rumi. Don't move the way fear makes you move. Move the way love makes you move. Move the way joy makes you move. So notice, if you are moving from fear, you are not moving from an empowered place. Take a look. How is love making you move? How is joy making you move? And I know you can be like, well, if there's an intense situation, like, how am I supposed to move? Then move from that grounded place. Fear is a very ungrounded energy. Get grounded and move from that place. Besides this going on, we have the moon in Virgo making some connections. Ooh, some interesting dreams probably coming through. Moon in Virgo connecting to Neptune early in the morning. It's midnight. So again, Neptune can bring the fantastical, the magical, the mystical. So pay attention if you have any interesting dreams. Spirit may be trying to help you with some of these processes through this next week. We will also have the moon connecting to Pluto. Remember, I was looking at, moon connecting to Pluto, and we have Mercury building in a square to Pluto. So that Pluto energy, it is about empowerment, but it also can bring up some shadow energies. So really check your thoughts and check how you are talking to yourself, because we are building to one more square between Mercury and Pluto, and we had this already when Mercury was moving through the retrograde process. So this is our third pass. Hopefully our thoughts have shifted to an empowered state, but check yourself because, it can be sneaky, very, very sneaky. Moon also connecting to Venus. Moon in Virgo, Venus, Venus in Sagittarius. Moon in Virgo may be trying to squish your pleasure. But remember, as Venus connects to the galactic center this week, oh, thank goodness. Sorry if that was loud in the background. As Venus connects to the galactic center, we really want to align with pleasure, beauty. I feel like it feels like a very bohemian vibration. So connect in with that energy. And don't let your mind or the critical part of you squish that energy. Do it out of love. And do great things like, Virgo can bring to light like the body. Don't just go like wild and be like, I'm going to drink all the wine or eat all the candy. Like, I'm going to have some green juice because it makes me happy and it's so vibrant and bold. Like, what can you do that pleases both the healing part of you and the pleasure-seeking part of you? Like I said, moon shifting into Libra, 4 p.m., taking us deeper into dark of the moon territory. This is an opportunity to remember our balance as we move into the deep, deep, deep dark moon of Scorpio. So take time to center and balance. Speaking of all this, we have our root chakra showing up for us. Our root chakra, and I love this. I was saying, like, move the way, don't move the way fear makes you move. Move the way love makes you move. Move the way joy makes you move. Move the way your higher guidance shows you to move. Connect into your root chakra. Connect into the ground. And remember how supported you are. We have the possibilities card. I think this is speaking of this week ahead with Venus finishing up in Sagittarius, but the Master card is with it. So the Master card is like, hey, have you mastered your pleasure? Have you mastered finding that balance? Have you mastered not going overboard? And Sagittarius is like, I'm not sure. Let me try. So do be aware of that. Finally, again, the projections card. Watch for that as we have this inconjunct, helping us place boundaries and helping us honor our empowered state. So, eclipse readings are live. You can book an eclipse reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. For that, they are $44. They are usually about a half an hour-ish. Sometimes a little bit under. I really try not to go over that. So, the eclipses are in Taurus and Sagittarius. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.